Welcome. My name is Debbie, and this is Pouring My Art Out for the Lord. And I have a really quick, little, but very unique pocket journal, journaling space piece of ephemera today. I'm not sure if I created this. I've seen, similar things, but I kind of maybe put a few together in a little bit different twist. I'm not sure, but this is what we're going to be making, and it's a tuck pocket, I guess, for the edge of your page. And there's a pocket in here. There's two layers there, so there's a pocket in there that can hold several things. Most of these are bits from my Inspired Junk Journalers kit that we have running right now. This is also something that I made with the kit, but this is also available on my coffee shop. And this is just a little journal booklet that is part of the kit as well. And there's also a little pocket on the front here that has a scripture reference ticket in it. So what you can do is I just untuck this little corner there, open this up, and then I can have this whole journaling space. So it's just a series of folds. You fold it up, fold it back, fold it down, fold it over, tuck this in, and then you have two layers there. And then I glued the whole back onto my page there. And then you have a nice roomy pocket here on the corner, and a little tiny pocket there, and hidden journaling space, because probably a lot of people aren't going to suspect that that actually comes out to be journaling space. So let me show you how we make that. So I have a couple of pieces. Well, I started with one piece of paper. This is also a piece of paper from our Inspired Junk Journalers kit. And I just cut it in half the long way. So it's now 4 1/4 by 11. If you have it slightly smaller, slightly bigger, it's still going to work fine. I think it has to be kind of a longish rectangle, but it doesn't have to be exact. I printed it on the back with one of the other papers from the kit, and just a ledger line that I can use for journaling. So this one digital page makes 2 of these. Okay, so the first thing that you do is you just fold this like you're going to make a square. Where we made like origami squares or snowflakes or whatever as a kid. You want to just make a square. So you have your point up there, make sure it's a point, and meet this edge and give it a crease. I'm not going to give you measurements, because if your paper is slightly different, it will be slightly different folds. Then you fold this back on itself right at that edge. So you want that to be up here and right at that fold. So just kind of, you can tell where it is, just give it a little pinch there. And fold. And then the same thing, we want to fold this back on itself. So this time we can just do it up here like this. And fold. And then this comes over. Just against that edge, you fold it over. And then this one, let me see. You can fold it different ways, like the way I folded this would be a tuck on the other side of a page. But if I wanted all of this ledger paper to be inside, I would just fold it slightly different, like that and like that. And then this would tuck inside. So fold this right against this edge here. And my folds are a tiny bit off. You can see they're a tiny bit off, and that doesn't matter at all. And then you have this, and this tucks into between these 2 layers here. I'll do one more to just show you again how I do that. But so there we have our journal space / pocket, and we would glue this whole entire back to a pocket. Or the other way you could do it is you could just insert this into a pocket. But I'm going to glue it, and you could also even glue it on 2 sides and leave this open. You can have a pocket there, a pocket inside, and then you have your pocket here if you want to make one, and then it all unfolds. So lots of different little ways to do it, but My first one, I just glued the whole back onto the page. And then when you're ready to do your writing space, you just pull that up, pull this over, and then this will just come open like this. And I just inked around all of my edges and decorated the front a little bit. So here's just a few little bits from my kit here. You know, you could just do really anything on here. If you wanted a little bit bigger piece, you could turn that into a pocket as well, and then you could have you know, little bits that you could put in there, and you could even put a, you know, a label or something like that on the front. Lots of different options to decorate, and it's not a very big space to decorate, so it's easy to do. So let's just do one more, just to show you again the folds. I do it again slightly differently. Maybe it'll make more sense in a place that you were confused by or something. So the first thing that I do is I fold. I'm going to turn it over this time, so the back is facing. It doesn't really matter because you can change the folds of however you want afterwards. And then I just want to fold it so that this is right at the corner there. See how those two edges meet just right at the corner? And put your finger there just to pinch that, and then bring it level with the top line, so both sides are level, and you give it a crease. So if I open that up, this creates a perfect square. So I started with a 4 1/4 inch strip this way, so this way would also be, no, this way is 4 1/4 inches, so now this way will also be 4 1/4 inches. So if you start with a smaller size, you'll have a slightly different piece. So you do that. Then I would do, I'll just fold it back on itself this time. And you just want to line up as good as you can. Like, you know, if you're off a little bit, it really doesn't matter. So I just folded it back on itself. So now I have this, and then I have folded straight up and down on that one. And now I want to fold it again at a right angle. So this time I'm going to do it just like I did the first time. And I'm going to find the center right there. Give it a little pinch and line it up at the top and give it a fold. And I can already tell I'm a little bit off on this one, but that is okay. I might straighten that up just a little bit here. There we go. And then this will tuck over, so that if you fold it against the paper, it's easy to fold because there's a bit of bulk there now. So you just kind of, you know, work at it there and give it a nice fold there. And then I have my two pockets there. I'll just again turn it over. So I have this, I turn it over and again fold against these folds here. Just kind of give it a little bit of a crease and then fold over. And then this edge gets tucked in between these two folds like that. If you want, you can round this edge just a little bit because it does kind of get pinched in there. So maybe I'll just do that. And then when you put it in here, it's not going to get pinched because it's a little bit away from the edge there. So this one turned out nice with the rose on the front like that. You could probably, you know, these things are so versatile. You could, you know, you could do it this way, and then your fold is like this, and then still gluing on this bottom piece here and pull it up here. So lots of little different ways of doing it. So I hope that makes sense. And you can put, you know, little bits to decorate it, and ink. I inked around all of the folds on both sides on my first one, so I would ink on, you know, all the way around, and then I would fold it each place and ink all of those edges. You don't have to, I like it that way. And then glue it into your book if you want, or just add it to your book if you want. And you get 2 for every page of digital, so really neat. So thanks for joining me. Just one last thing, I I was telling you that this book here, we're making this journal, and this is our Inspired Junk Journalers group that you can join over on my coffee shop. It's kind of like a monthly subscription box, but in a digital form. And every month there is lots of digitals and Bible studies. So this particular one, we did a Bible study called God's Big Picture. And I showed how to make every part of the journal, all of the pages. We did studies together. I had tutorials for studies and how to make all the different pieces of ephemera. So we're finishing this at the end of July. And then at the end of, well, the beginning of August, August 1st, I'm going to be opening the doors to this Inspired Junk Journaler group, a subscription box again, and we're going to make another project. And this is just a prototype I'm working on. I'll probably change it a little bit here and there, but we're going to be studying, there's a website on, I'll link it below, it's called the Loved Bible Project. And the premise of it is that you mark up a Bible, you highlight things, you add, we're going to add journaling cards with quotes or explanations of what a part means in the Bible. And we're going to be going through things like the gospel and what is Jesus. And as we go through it, we're going to solidify in our minds how to explain these things to someone. We're going to have, you know, all the gospel passages we want in here and passages about Jesus and different things, so that whether we had this or not, we would be able to share the gospel in a way that, you know, it maybe is more organized than we've had in the past. And but then the end result is that we're going to take that Bible and we're going to give it away to someone that we want to disciple or someone we want to witness to. And the project all along, you pray for the person that you're making the Bible for and for their heart, and then after you present the Bible to them, then you continue with the discipleship and the relationship and things like that. It's kind of a whole community thing. So I'll leave the link below, and if you want, you can check that out. But then in addition to the Bible, we're going to make these, this is going to be kind of a journal folio sort of thing. And each week we're going to make one of these file folder pouches, and they have a really roomy pocket in there, and we're going to make journaling cards for each of the sections, and we're going to store them in here. And then each month we're going to attach 4 of these together to make kind of one section, and then and then the next month we'll start another section, and we'll keep all of our sections together with binder clips or ribbons or whatever. I got the initial idea for making this type of journal from Betty's Custom Designs, and when we get started on this, I'll link all of her stuff because it was a fabulous idea, and I changed it around a little bit, but it's basically the same as what she did, and it's a fabulous tutorial. So these are the digitals that I've made for the first 4 weeks, and I will have more. It's kind of in teal pink colors. So if you're interested in something like that, I'll link it below. You can go over to my coffee shop and look at the description, and August 1st the tier will open, and it'll only be open for a few days. And if you want to sign up, you can sign up. We also have a private Facebook group where we interact and share and encourage and ask questions, and it's just a fabulous group. So we'd love to have you join us. If that's something that you would like to do, come check us out. Blessings, and we'll see you in the next video.